Peace, peace, peace. Welcome to another episode of the Parry, where I'm your host, Bomani UFG.
I am the pragmatic Shay Blidak.
Yeah, and this is the Parry where we don't pull and duck no punches, and the Parry is fundamental to boxing. Yo,
I
Blicky.
gotta get the ring. I gotta get the ring right. Pardon me, people. Pardon me. I gotta get that bell right. I got a little delay right now, so we're gonna get it right though. But y'all heard the
Come
bell
on, man.
right. You heard the bell right. I heard it. All right, pardon me. That was on me. But go ahead. Go ahead. Yo, Blicky, what? What's good? Blicky said it was good.
What's good with you, Blicky?
Man, same fight, different round. We back. Shakur,
Yo,
Martin,
mm,
Chance. That's what's up.
yo, we was just on here last night, and part of self for those who are probably maybe looking for that last video from last night. It'll be back up shortly, man. But yeah, so we was on here last night discussing this fight and who we thought was going to win and why and all this and that. And literally,
Really, it was not so much who we thought was going to win, but is it going to be competitive?
it's going to be competitive,
That was really what it is. But go ahead, continue.
right? We was like, who's going to be competitive? Is Frank Martin going to get dog walked, or is he going to make it a fight? I think we both pretty much agreed that Shakur should win this fight pretty easily, but we had minor differences of opinion. But here we are a few hours later, and the fight is canceled. Like, yo, like the way the boxing has been trending, uh a lot of big fights. We're getting all of the fights that we need to see. And but particularly in the lightweight division with Shakur Stevenson, it's like he can't seem to get the fight. You know, he can't seem to get in the ring with the guys that he need to get in the ring with. Him and Devin Haney, you know, for one reason or another, we ain't gonna get into. The fight didn't happen. He didn't take the 25%, whatever, for whatever reason. Lomachenko became the mandatory to that WBC strap for the vacant WBC strap to fight Shakur. He ducked. I ain't gonna say ducked. Yeah, he ducked. Right?
Lomachenko definitely ducked. There's no excuse for Lomachenko not taking the fight. Did he retire?
Nah, he went back to wall. Rather than fight Shakur, he went back to wall, man. That's a bar. You know what I mean?
Wow,
He
yo,
went back
wow.
to the Ukraine
He went
fight.
back to go fight the Russians instead of fighting Shakur. He rather fight the Russians. This man rather fight the Russians than Shakur.
That's
Yo,
crazy.
shout out to Shakur Stevenson, man. Brick City in the building.
And Isaac Pitbull Cruz was next up. He turned it down. He went to according to certain reports that him and Tank Davis supposed to be rematching. I don't see the point in that fight, but nonetheless, if you're going to not fight Shakur,
Well, a lot of
you
people
fight
thought that
Tank.
Pitbull did a good job. Some people even thought that he was robbed.
Yo, Tank beat him with one hand.
I,
If people remember that fight, Tank injured one of his hands in that fight and pretty much beat him one handed.
I understand that, but going off of what the media has been saying and what I've been reading in the reports, a lot of people feel like, it was that Tank was lucky to get that victory for whatever reason and want to see that rematch. Which I personally don't really think it was that close, but that is the reason why. This is one of those where Tank is saying, you really think this dude has had a chance? Like, you know what I mean? All right, I'm gonna just do this again and really break him down the second time and show y'all. That's really what this fight is about.
But
If it does even take
like,
place.
I
If
mean,
it
it
does
was
even
because
take place.
like that fight and that rematch is comparable to like Floyd when he fought Maidana the second time. Like, yeah, some people that thought Maidana might have won that first fight. I don't know who, but some people feel like that he might have got robbed. So Floyd said, "Okay, let's double up, let's do it again," and whoop his ass again.
And that's a perfect example. This fight is equivalent to the Floyd Maidana fight because although Floyd did not lose the first Maidana fight, because he had struggles at certain points and because it was a rough rumble, like it was one of those just rough fights, and you seen Floyd, for lack of a better term, struggle or just not look as the same dominance because it was an ugly fight. That it all of a sudden it translated to some people, especially the casual fans who don't really pay attention to Floyd loss or do beat Floyd.
What the first Floyd Mayweather Maidana fight, Floyd lost a two. You know what I mean? The first uh Tank Pitbull Cruz fight, I think Tank broke a hand or something. You know what I'm saying?
See,
But they still won the fight.
That's
So
the
I
curse of
don't.
greatness.
Yeah.
It's the curse of greatness. If you're not out there looking excellent every time out, it's like, oh man, you look beatable now, or you look like you lost. If you have an off night but still are able to win, all of a sudden it elevates the guy you just fought. You know,
Right.
or he beat him, or he struggled to get out of that fight alive. And
Yeah, maybe under different circumstances. Maybe if Tank break both hands next fight, maybe Pitbull Cruz can win that fight.
Maybe
come on,
Pitbull
man.
Cruz can win that fight.
Maybe.
But
Back to
as
this
you were saying.
Yeah, so all right. So we hear Shakur Martin is now canceled. Is the ghost scared? Like what's happening here? But let's get into how we got here. Right? That bell, man.
You got it.
Yeah. So
see, I had the delay on my end, so you got to do the bell.
All right, we straight though. I'm straight on the bell, man. I got my ears ringing. Now, Mike Coppinger came out with a report. Yo, what's up with the bell?
Oh man, you got to loop, man. You got to unloop it, man. Here, I got.
Oh man, here we go, man. This is what's happening over here. Pardon me, y'all. This dude over here playing with.
We getting it right though. We trying to make improvements for y'all. You hear we got the bell popping now. It's coming. You know what I mean? You got more improvements coming too. Just wait.
Yeah, we bringing the bell. We bringing the bell, man.
Yeah, all right. We done brought the bell in.
So Mike Coppinger reports the Shakur Stevenson Frank Martin fight for the vacant WBC lightweight title planned for November 16th in Las Vegas, which I think is a Thursday, is off, sources told ESPN. This comes days after WBC purse bid was canceled after organization was notified by both sides that a deal was reached. Top Rank sent the contract over to Martin's side, and the following day was told that he was no longer interested in the fight, sources said. Now, make this make sense, bro.
Well, I mean, I'm not ready. Maybe I shouldn't take this fight. Maybe maybe this is a fight that could set my career back, possibly. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Like they might have big plans for him, for Frank, and this fight might be one of them fights that second thought, maybe this can hurt the plans we have. Sometimes you don't want to rush a young fighter along too fast, and maybe they're realizing, wait a minute, man, we might be rushing him along too fast, or maybe he himself realized that. But to make it make sense, I hear some quacking. I hear some quacking and some feathers flapping.
Yo, jab that like button, uppercut that subscribe button, and go ahead and slap around that share button, man, a little bit for your family, man. But yeah, so here's Shakur's tweet to Mike Coppinger's report in his tweet. He put 100 ducks.
There you go.
Basically,
quacking and flapping.
Yeah, basically saying, you know what I mean? Your man is working for Aflac. You know what I'm saying?
Quacking and flapping.
Frank Martin may be ducking, man. I don't know how to call it, but this is.
Well, let's look at what else it could be. What else could it be? Because we're not getting nothing, no solid reports of he got injured, or I'm hearing reports that he has a family member he has to help, a sick family member. Maybe there's something where he has to attend, he has to step away for a minute. That's a possibility. But let's outside of a sick relative, what other reasons could we say besides the outright I'm ducking this guy? What other legitimate reasons would stop this fight from happening?
Well, there's been some speculation from fans. Like nobody's officially reporting this, but there's fans that either are fans of Frank Martin or just people just don't want to believe that another fighter is ducking Shakur. It's speculated that maybe Al Heyman and PBC got a better fight lined up for him, maybe with Tank. Like what would be if there's another fight other than the Shakur fight that could be lined up for him potentially? It would be a Tank fight. That's the only fight I could see him taking over this one, as far as payday is concerned.
It would have to be Tank.
But
the only other fight that would make me logically make sense to turn that down, to turn down the fight with Shakur, would be a guaranteed fight with Tank.
He's supposed to be fighting Marcos Maidana. Pitbull Cruz again.
Right.
So we don't. That's all speculation.
It's
Right?
not. It's speculation, but really, be honest, because it's not so much. It's speculation, but the speculation comes from the. That's what seems to make sense. How we say make it make sense.
Right.
As we're trying to make it make sense, it's like, well, what other reason could it be? So we saying that a possible fight with maybe Tank.
Shakur came.
Could be a legitimate.
Follow that tweet up. He followed that tweet up with this one. He says, "Say at the Ghost _2016, which is Frank Martin's handle on Twitter. What happened to the every top dog got to be an underdog? Once again, I'm going to say this boxing is full of soft, you know what? You should have said no off rip if you didn't want no wreck." Yo, like he calling it how he see it. Like, you straight ducking me. But here's the video that he's tweeted.
Well, he's always going to call it like that. This is Shakur we're talking about.
But here's the video that he's referring to in his tweet.
He is, because Shakur ain't gonna take that 25, is it?
Like I say, let them give me that opportunity.
You supposed to, especially in Shakur position.
The table's gonna turn.
Yeah, because once you whoop him and get the 4 belts, baby, you undisputed.
Then you do what you want to do.
Exactly. Plus with him, that's Hall of Fame credentials. Two division champ, then you beat. If you think you can whoop him.
Taking that percentage is lower, but he had to do it.
Yeah,
Everybody got to be. Every top dog got to be an underdog.
Exactly. Exactly. Especially if you think you can whoop him.
You'll get it.
Yeah, you got it. Oh yeah.
Especially if you think you can whoop him.
That's where I was going next.
This is what boxing
every top
is all
dog
about.
Got to be an underdog, especially if you think you can whoop him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we know they sparred before, and to Shakur's credit, when asked the question about how that sparring went, he acknowledged that that kid was a different fighter. And this was back, I believe, in the Olympic days. You know what I'm saying? He was a different fighter then. He wasn't even the best fighter in his bracket. You know what I'm saying? At the time. And it was the work was different. So he wasn't judging him now as a fighter based off how he sparred him when they sparred back in the day. And that's smart of Shakur. At the same time, you about to sign a fight to fight this guy. You don't want people thinking you about to dog walk him. You want the people to think it's going to be a competitive fight, even if in your mind you feel like I'm a dog walk homeboy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So to Shakur's credit, he kept it professional. You know what I'm saying? He ain't hit him with Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? When I catch you outside of the, you know what I mean? He kept it all professional and kept it real. Because honestly, you can't judge what you did in the past. You know, in a sparring match against somebody, you're talking probably about 10 some odd years later. You know what I'm saying? 8 years later. Can't judge that. You know what I'm saying? So, now Frank Martin, when he was asked that question in that interview about Shakur turning down to 25%, every top dog got to be an underdog at some point. Yo, the Ghost.
The Ghost looked like he got Ghost on this.
Man, what's happening?
Well, we were talking about reasons, legitimate reasons, and like common sense, or like we said, making it make sense. Maybe he has a better fight, which the only better fight would be Tank. What other legitimate reasons could it be? Could it be Al Heyman in trying to block the fight, or as they say, not wanting him to cross the street and fight the top ranked fighter?
Well, the only other thing I could possibly see is that maybe Al Heyman, Showtime, want to back out the way for a second and then offer Shakur something to cross the street on their side. Come over to Showtime. Which probably won't happen, but I can see where you trying to gain some leverage to where you can show this fight, because this is potentially a big fight, right? And at the same time, maybe they want to throw it on pay-per-view. Like, it could be business behind the scenes that's being discussed that we don't know about, but they outright just said we're not interested in the fight, according to Mike Coppinger. Being not interested in the fight, to me, it could signify that there's some business behind the scenes that they're not happy with. But going from this fight about to happen, I'm down, let's do it, to I'm not interested.
Well,
I don't know, man. If it looks like a duck, man, I don't know, man.
Well, we had Errol Spence calling for this fight for close to a year, or roughly a year. He's been calling for this fight. So it's kind of, it's weird that 1 minute Errol Spence, who is his promoter, this is his official promoter. His official promoter been calling for the fight. When the fight comes, we didn't even mention the payday. We didn't even mention the fact that it was reported that Martin was offered $1 million. His last fight, he got $200K. So he was reportedly offered the biggest payday of his career by far.
Right.
He was offered an 80% increase in his pay for this fight, at least. And he turned it down after his promoter been calling for this fight. So I don't know if it's like a duck seems to be the easy way to look at it, but I don't know. It just seems like there's something else going on.
Maybe he don't want to fight on a Thursday.
That's an interesting one too. Because I mean, maybe he don't. Maybe he looking at it like, Shakur, you playing games right now. Thursday for real?
Yeah, like who fights on a Thursday, man? We want to fight prime time, Saturday night, ESPN. Like, what's this Thursday madness you talking? Like, who's gonna be home to watch that? Nobody watches F1 racing. You know what I'm saying?
But on the flip side, they were expecting thousands in attendance in Las Vegas, which would have been the biggest stage that Martin would have stepped on. So you're looking at the biggest payday, you're looking at the biggest stage, you're looking at the biggest TV exposure. This guy doesn't fight on TV.
Yo, and it's your first title shot.
No. When did he fight on TV? That last fight wasn't televised, was it?
He fought on Showtime.
Okay, yeah, he did. He fought.
He fights on Showtime.
Who did he fight on Showtime?
Man, he fights on Showtime. You know, his last like 3-4 fights or whatever, it's been on Showtime. Like, you want to come up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. You are named now in the division and in the sport. But now you up for your first title fight. It's your first title fight, and you got to go through Shakur Stevenson to get it, man. That's a little, you feel me? If there's a reason to duck, right? Now, there's different reasons to a duck in a fighter don't necessarily mean I'm ducking because I'm scared. Right. Sometimes this is my first title shot. And I got to go through Shakur Stevenson to get that strap. Now, winning puts you way at the top of it. Puts you at the top of the division.
That's fear, though. That's fear.
But losing,
that's fear.
Sets you back more.
You're scared to get set back. There's a fear somewhere. It might not be. There's a fear though. There's a fear of losing. There's a fear of getting your record blemished. You know, which it might
not even be him. It might be the team.
And that's as I was saying before. It might be the people looking at it like, oh, we got big plans for this kid. This might not be the route to throw him at. You're throwing him to the Lions right now. Him and Shakur, you put him up against Shakur Stevenson. You're literally throwing this kid to the Lions. There's no way around that. And I'm pretty sure his team knows what they got up against them with a Shakur Stevenson. But, you know, as far as a duck, is he scared? This whole thing is like perplexing to me. 1 minute the fight is on, and we were talking about it last night. Now, this afternoon, this evening, the fight is canceled now. And this is a fight Errol Spence been calling for, so what's really going on?
If I had to make a call on it, I'm gonna say it's probably his team. I'm not gonna say Frank Martin is ducking. I mean, he stepped to Keyshawn Davis, and I'm not saying Keyshawn Davis is not Shakur Stevenson. Like, we understand this.
Shakur Stevenson is the only Shakur Stevenson.
No. I'm saying
I know what you're saying.
He stepping the catch like, yo, I'm like that. I believe him. I believe he like that, man. He really wants this smoke, but maybe the business ain't all the way together, man.
Well, like, how can you say that when every top dog has to be an underdog?
Ooh.
Now, like, how can you talk out of both sides of the face like that? So it's
Oof.
I get it, but I don't. Not when you're talking like that.
Yo, we need to duck.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm gonna tell you like my man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you like my man. You know what I mean? You want it one way, but it's the other way. You know what I mean? It's the other way. You know what I mean? Word to Marlo, yo. The word to Marlo. You want it one way, it's the other way, fam.
Yo, I'm asking all the family that's here live with us, man. When you walk through the door, man, show some respect, man. Hit that like button, man. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and just
not hitting the like button. That's like coming in here, not using that rug to wipe your feet when you come in the house.
You know what I'm saying? That's like not taking off your shoes at the door, man, and just tracking the shit all through the crib, man. Like, come on, dog.
Exactly.
Hit that like button for your family, man. We need that. We need that. Help us get into the algorithm. Feel me? You know what I'm saying? So you come in here, go ahead and jab that like button. It's cool. And just hit that subscribe button if you ain't do no damage to it already. Hit them with that uppie. Hit them with that uppie, subscribe. And then, you know what I'm saying, just for rep, man. Just take that share button and just slap it around, man. Toss them all around the place. You know what I'm saying? And let people know we here, B. You know what I'm saying? This is the Parry.
Man, they know
what it is.
They know we here already. You know what I mean? It's the ultimate fight fan program platform. But anyway.
Absolutely.
But anyway, yeah, this is some bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, man, I'm disappointed. I was looking forward to the fight. I was finally looking forward to seeing Shakur. The next question is now, what's next for Shakur Stevenson? So now the fight with Martin is canceled. What's next for Shakur? Where does Shakur go? Where does he turn?
That's the question, man.
Apparently, everybody's, Romo didn't want it. He couldn't make it work with Haney. Maybe a fight with him and Tank.
I don't think Tank wants Shakur right now. Tank gonna fight Pitbull Cruz. Tank just coming out the junk, man. No disrespect.
Tank said, "Whoa, what he do? 3 weeks?
Pause. Whoa. What
he do? 3 weeks?
I think you paused me right there. Pause. I said some crazy stuff. Anyway.
Nah, you did a little bit, but I let it go.
I did. Pause.
I'm from Jersey, though. I'm from Jersey.
Yeah. But whoa.
I'm from Jersey.
Yo, delete that from the record. Anyway. Yeah, he did. I mean, he did 3 weeks, a month, 6 weeks. I don't know. It don't matter.
6 weeks. He did about 3 weeks, man. Shout out to Tank, man. Came home straight on work release. You heard?
He came home with the half of cornrow done too. One head, one side was cornrow, the other half was looking crazy, man. He came home like he's been through it.
That mean wasn't nobody touching that. Mean wasn't none of them inmates braiding his hair. That's what that means. Shout out to Tank. Shout out to Tank, because he ain't had none of them inmates braiding his hair. He wasn't sitting in a chair, you know what I mean, in front of an inmate. But anyway.
I mean, what's next for Shakur, man? I don't know, man. We'll see. Because it seemed like nobody here get nobody in the ring. I think that kid Zepeda, man, I don't know. I think he was willing to fight him. You know what I'm saying? I heard something about that.
Turned down the fight too. Zepeda turned down the fight too.
Man. So what's next for him? He probably gonna have to sit for a minute until the smoke clear, until you get somebody. They probably just give him the belt, man. You might just, Mauricio, man, just give him the belt. Just give him the belt, man.
There's somebody. There's somebody for him to fight, though, man. Tank said if he doesn't get Haney or Shakur, he's retiring.
That's cap. That's cap. I don't believe that, man. That's cap, man. That's cap, man. You about to fight Pitbull Cruz. Man, that's cap. That's cap. He ain't retiring. Like when? After this fight? If he don't get Haney or Shakur?
He said he went through fights, so he done. I mean, think so? So what do you think? He was bluffing, and what was his purpose of saying it then? If he said it, then what was it about? Was he bluffing, or was he just talking to talk?
What did he say after the Ryan Garcia fight? No, he said it before and after the Ryan Garcia fight. He wanted Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson.
Mm-hmm.
This is what he was talking.
Right.
I want these fights. And then he ended up fighting somebody else. And then he said it again. And now he about to fight somebody else. Like, right. At some point, I can't believe you really want these fights. You the A side. These dudes want to fight.
Absolutely the A side. They crown him the face of boxing.
Yeah.
The face of boxing.
You the A side. You the face of boxing. Everybody wants to fight you for their biggest payday. All you got to do is send a contract. These dudes are going to fight you. Shakur's going to fight him. Haney's going to fight him. I don't have no doubt these guys.
So why aren't these fights being made then?
Because I think Shakur and his team, they pump faking, man.
Oh, so Shakur and his team is pump faking.
No, not Shakur, excuse me. Tank They like Leonard Ellerby and
I'm about to say Tank is over there with Leonard. He's over there with Leonard.
Yeah, I think they pump faking, man. They pump faking. They don't really like, because even though they're the face of boxing, they still gotta be attached to certain fighters or certain names, especially in and around their division, that allows them to still kind of remain relevant. Because keep it a bean, Tank ain't really fighting nobody, man. I mean, come on.
But none of them are really fighting anybody. Shout out to
Devin Haney just got out the ring with Loma. Now he's
I just said
now he's getting in there with Regis.
Devin Haney.
Nope. And nobody's and Shakur, nobody's getting in the ring with him.
Right now, Devin Haney has made himself the man and the man to beat in that division.
For the record, that's my guy. It's my dude. I'm just saying.
He's made himself. Pause. He's made himself. He made himself the man to beat, though. The bottom line. You understand what I'm saying? And it's not because he owns all the straps. He could own one strap, maybe two straps. And I would still say this. It's because he's went out there and fought the fights. He met the fighters. He went to their backyards. He got in front of their face. He fought them. He beat them. He came back home. And that alone right there, his willingness to take these fights, his willingness to take the shorter amount of money has put him in the position that he's in. And he wouldn't have gotten that no other way. There was no other way for him to do what he did. And he has a good support system. And this is what having a father, he's trained.
Bill Haney.
This is Boys in the Hood. If this was the boxing circuit was Boys in the Hood, he's trained.
And Furious Styles.
And Bill Haney is Furious Styles, you heard? So shout out to Bill, aka Furious Haney. You know what I'm saying? Because you did a great job with this young man, and if it wasn't for you, he probably wouldn't be where he's at right now. And,
agreed. But also this too, though, man. Like we gotta acknowledge. Everybody that Devin Haney said he wanted to fight, they got something off him. From Teofimo, Shakur, Tank. But they can't necessarily send Tank, an offer. Like that really got to come from them. If we keep it but he said out there he wanted.
they said Tank an offer.
No, I was about to say excluding Tank, because Tank and his team is the one who sent in the offers. Because they the one. You know what I'm saying? He the A side, and at the end of the day, the money, he the bankroll. So It is what it is. But everybody that Devin Haney said he called out and said he wanted to fight, they got something off him, man. Point blank, period. He don't duck no smoke. That's why I respect the youngster. I respect that man, yo. You know what I'm saying? Because he want that wreck. And then same thing with Regis. He called out Regis at 140. Sent him an offer. Now to fight. Oh, perfect segue.
All right.
But we done with the Shakur Martin thing. So all right, first of all, is the GOAT scared or is it business? Tell me.
I gotta lean toward business. It's hard for me to really ever call another fighter scared. To outright say he's scared, maybe there's concern from his camp. Maybe the camp might be a little bit nervous, but and if that is the case, that leads to business even still. So right. I would have to lean toward business, although it's looking like a lot of quacking and flapping. But
well, I'm gonna say until otherwise. This is my personal opinion, because based off reports, Mike Comber just said they're not interested in the fight.
So he's quacking and flapping. He's cracking and flapping.
Until other information come out to say otherwise, man. Flack.
Well, goddamn, the Parry it's official. This is what the Parry says. Parry says that Frank Martin is quacking and flapping.
Flack. But back to my man.
Flack of the week goes to Frank Martin.
But back to my guy. My dude who don't be quacking and flapping, who makes it happen. You know what I'm saying? from a tweet from Everything Boxing. You know, Bill Haney was on the Boxing Voice earlier today, made an official announcement. The WBC super lightweight title fight, 140-pound fight between Regis Prograis, who's one of my favorite fighters, been one of my favorite fighters, man. Love this guy. And Devin Haney will reportedly take place on December 9th in San Francisco Bay Area, California. I believe they're fighting in the same arena that the Golden State Warriors play in. I don't really remember what the name of the arena is, but that's a pretty big fight. And how you the challenger and you get home court advantage, this is crazy. You see, that's because my man made all of the sacrifices needed to become that guy, man.
Well, you know, like I said, he did what was needed to be done. He put himself in a place, and you know, and he put himself in the places he needed to be. He went to their backyard. He hopped on them flights. He crossed the pond. He did whatever he had to do.
Took short money.
Took the shorter end of the money.
Yeah.
Took ridiculously short money.
Ridiculous short money to a dude that who
you know,
who he fought.
Signed
who was that dude he beat up?
Signed a disrespectful contract with Top Rank.
Yeah. Yeah.
A 3-fight contract where he gambled on himself and said, you know what, it's gonna be worth it. I'm gonna win. And 3 fights after this, I'm gonna be calling my shots.
And then arguably fought Top Rank's most popular fighter and sat him down. I know we disagree on the decision, but officially, it's what happened. He sat him down.
He gets the win in that fight. You know, he gets the win in that fight. Devin Haney is an official fighter. We're not, you know, it was a life and death struggle for him, which I don't think it should have been. And it goes back to that.
Please, people, I'm asking you, jab that like button for your brother on your way in, man. Please. Hit that subscribe button with the uppie. You know what I mean? Smack around that share button a little bit. Toss him around the room, man. But yeah. Shout out to Devin Haney and Regis Prograis, man. This is another big fight. It's been a great year for boxing.
How does this fight play out? Real briefly.
This is a tough one. Yo, look, man. There's some fights for me that I'm conflicted, man. Very conflicted. Now anybody that knows me knows I'm a very big Devin Haney fan of him and his father, both. Like, probably, like, I'm not saying he's the best fighter in the sport. Like, my absolute favorite fighter is Bud Crawford, and I've been a Bud Crawford fan before the backyard, back street alley mugging that he gave to Errol Spence. But right after him is my man Devin Haney. Been a huge Devin Haney fan, but I also been a very big Regis Prograis fan. Like, the dude comes to fight every time. His fights are always entertaining. He got power, southpaw. Like, this is a good fight, man. And this is like for Devin Haney. This ain't an easy fight, man. For Devin Haney to be stepping up in a 140-pound division, going up in weight to fight probably one of the hardest thumpers in the division. Like, this ain't no easy fight. But off top, and I wish they both could win. But off top, my unofficial pick is probably going to be Devin Haney by decision. What you say?
I gotta go with Devin Haney. Devin Haney got the confidence with him right now. It's gonna be a competitive fight, though. I do know that. If Prograis is gonna win, he's gonna have to do it by knockout.
I'm gonna say Prograis is gonna make it a tough, gritty, rough and tough fight. He's gonna probably try to impose his size and strength. He's a big guy, got some strength to him. He punches hard. And he's gonna bring the fight. He's a guy that, you're gonna have to knock him out really to stop him. And he hasn't been knocked out. I'm not even sure if he even been dropped in the fight. So he can take a punch. And we know Devin Haney is not it's not the biggest puncher in the world. You know what I'm saying? But he is moving up in weight. He ain't got to cut so much weight. Maybe he brings some power with him, going up to 140. And he could probably keep this guy off him. But I just think Devin Haney's too slick. I think his jab, his foot moves, his defense, and his but I don't think he does that well with southpaws. You saw how Lomachenko was getting off that straight left. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much in the latter half of that fight. and somebody with Regis' skill set, like his face could be looking like, I ain't even gonna say it, Che, but you know what I'm about to say. You know what I'm saying? Like mom spaghetti, man. You know what I'm saying?
Like mom
So,
spaghetti. Oh, I gotta pause for the cars real quick. Go ahead, continue though. I gotta go grab my food.
oh man, you see this? Come on, man. All right, yo, go ahead, man, so we can wrap this up. But yeah, but yo, shout out to everybody that's in the chat, man. Watch Dome TV, Mental Son, peace to the God. You know what I'm saying? Peace to the Queen Amanatu. Uh, Daisy Sanchez, peace. Yo, True Keprod, that's my brother, man. Shout out to True. You know what I'm saying? My man True said peace. I don't know anything about boxing. You're teaching, no. That's why you here. You come here to the Parry because the Parry is fundamental to boxing. We're gonna teach you all the fundamentals about the sport. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jamal Williams. That's my brother. He's you might as well say he's unofficially like a third member of the Parry. You know what I'm saying? Professional fighter himself, a lot of amateur experience, and he knows the sport like nobody's business, man. Reaches is probably going to fight AB if Devin fight doesn't fall through. I think that fight is official. I think it's happening. They were just waiting on the location. I think that fight is definitely going. I think that fight is definitely going to happen. I don't think I can't see either one of them backing out now, unless one of them pulls a Frank Martin or some, you know what I mean, or some Affleck. Nightmare Freddie Green, man, peace. Devin Haney better be careful, not because of the fight. He was at Diddy's pool party. Oh man, all right, I'm gonna leave that one alone. Shakur can only afford to pay Martin $1. The man had to decline. That's wild. But anyway, that last comment by Daisy Sanchez was wild, yo. You know, I ain't gonna offer the million smackaroos, man. I think that's more than $1, man. He should have took that. He should have took that. Like he said, the underdog got to be the top dog. You know, the top dog got to be the underdog, or however he phrased it. But fam, if you're the underdog and you getting a mill flat, I'll be the underdog any day. Feel me? There's no reason to back out that fight. But like I said, until other information come out, man, I'm gonna call a duck, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna call a duck, man.
I'm call it duck a duck. But you talking about with the other fight? You talking about you talking about Devin Haney next fight? You know what I'm saying?
No. Yeah, I'll be back on Devin Haney. I was just going through the comments real quick. But anyway, yeah, back to the Devin Haney Regis program before we wrap this up. Yeah, I see a really tough fight. I mean, of course, we're gonna do a fight preview leading up to the fight. I think next we got coming up Canelo, Charlo, September 30th. Definitely gonna look out for the preview for that fight. Yeah, man. I got Devin Haney by decision at this moment, but me, I like to see how cats looking during their workouts, press conference, and just how physically I want to see how Devin Haney pause, how he looking coming in, stepping into the new weight class, 140 pounds, fighting a natural 140 pounder and Regis Prograis, who've been at this division, I think, pretty much for his whole career. So this is definitely going to be a good fight. Definitely one I'm looking forward to, and definitely one I'm not missing. It's supposed to be on the Zone pay-per-view. Yeah, but anyway, we're gonna wrap this up. I don't know if we're doing a post fight. We doing a post fight, Jay?
What's up, fam? Should we do a post fight?
Fam, yeah, whoever hit up in the chat, man. If you're a part of the private group,
you in the building? Should we do a post fight?
Man, Freddie Green said,
"Oh, what's up? We got Greenberg in the building. Yeah, man, we doing a post fight?
Oh, that's who that is.
Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be?
First of all, Ayo, that name about that. I should have known better with this sort of Ayo, man.
All right, yeah, we're gonna do the post fight.
Yeah, we can hop on. We can hop on the post fight for a second. You know what I'm saying?
Once again, this was the Parry. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. We will be back. This was a little quick episode, basically just talking about the news and what happened. What y'all think? Is it some flapping and quacking, or is it some business? All right, we out. Don't forget, Like, subscribe, share. This is the Parry. We don't duck or pull no punches.
And the Parry is fundamental to boxing. Like, straight, like that.
Fuck something up, boy.
We out.